What you're about to see are the final minutes of Darryl Lynn Fussel's life.
You call us?
Riverdale police respond to a call for suspicious person. A man walked inside a facility undergoing renovation.
We're not sure what he did, bro.
Darryl kneeling on the ground.
You got that tool, and he started hitting himself on his head.
The 23-year-old never speaks.
Hey, boss man, Riverdale PD, what's going on? Hey, Riverdale PD, what's going on?
Hey, man, you need to talk to us.
Green shirt, black pants, what's going on?
Darryl gets up, grabs scissors from the nearby toolbox.
Hey, stay away from that.
Despite commands,
Stay away from that! Hey!
he walks toward the officer with it.
2744, shots fired, signal 63, one male down.
Darryl's last seconds spent dying on the floor.
I don't got a first aid kit, I don't got anything to do.
The lieutenant seen here later retired. The officer who fired the weapon later took a new job. Riverdale police found the shooting justified with no policy violations. The Clayton County DA agreed.
Stay away from that!
There was no criminal wrongdoing.
If Darryl Lynn had never eloped from the hospital.
Yeah.
He never would have encountered that police officer.
Exactly.
Just hours earlier, Darryl was on an involuntary hold at Southern Regional Medical Center. Diagnosed with schizophrenia, he was a 1013 patient, a status which allows detainment of an individual in crisis who is posing a danger to themselves or others. Yet, police records describe Darryl managed to run past the nurse watching him and escape the hospital.
He wanted to get better. We trusted the system to help us with our son. When we were told to take him to the hospital, we took him to the hospital. When you do everything right, and the system still fails you.
And nobody wants to be accountable.
An aspiring music engineer. His family considered him remarkable from day one. He was one of the last babies born in 1999, ahead of the new millennium. So his birth
was absolutely amazing.
Covered on the news. Now his death covered on it too.
Identified by the GBI as 23-year-old Darryl Fussell.
I said, well, he came in on the news and he went out on the news.
Hey, boss man, Riverdale PD, what's going on?
Darryl's April 2023 death was not the first time a vulnerable patient escaped Southern Regional Medical.
Mental health crisis shouldn't be a death sentence.
In the last 3 years, 44 patients ran away. At least 28 were psychiatric patients on involuntary holds. Federal records provide some insight illustrating a history of federal policy violations. Like an investigation last year said, a patient found unresponsive in the psych area ultimately died. There was only one working registered nurse at the time. As a result, inspectors deemed Southern Regional in immediate jeopardy, a determination given when a facility's non-compliance has or could cause serious harm or death. It makes a hospital potentially ineligible to receive federal funds. Before this federal investigation, a state inspection days earlier substantiated some concerns. A complaint to the Georgia Department of Community Health alleged a patient died in the behavioral unit. No clinical staff members present for 7 hours prior to his death due to short staffing. There was fraudulent false documentation that every 15 minutes observations were being conducted. And in 2022, although marked for lack of sufficient evidence, a Southern Regional worker themselves wrote to the state, "I need someone to know about this unsafe hospital. Mental health patients running away. Ratios can be 1 to 8. There is never a night shift mental health nurse."
It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Fussell family attorney Jane Lamberti.
It's foreseeable. It was preventable.
Reacting to our findings.
What do they suggest about patient safety at Southern Regional Medical Center?
To me, what it suggests is that there is an awareness about the problem and it's not being taken care of.
Southern Regional would not interview with Atlanta News First Investigates about its security measures or patients reported missing, saying since this is an active legal matter, we have no information to provide at this time.
How you feeling?
The Fussell family now suing for nursing malpractice, negligence, wrongful death.
There are so many levels of the ball dropping in our son's situation that it's egregious.
When Darryl died,
We just couldn't overcome it.
so did the family restaurant where he used to work.
So we have not had the sign come down yet. And I don't know when that's going to happen. I guess we have to do that at some point.
The 23-year-old's remains now cremated into the necklace his mom wears, a golden bear she calls Boss Man. It was Darryl's nickname. As chance would have it, it was a nickname he would hear one last time before his death.
Hey, boss man, Riverdale PD, what's going on?